My father is fully black, but he's not pro-black. He thinks the way in which he can support the black community is to be a good example. Essentially, tokenism, respectability, politics, etc. Black fathers are different in every case, but a lot of them do hold internalized racism. A lot of black men are also with white women because they hate black women. Even though because they're black, there is a high chance that they will have a black daughter, a black woman as a child. And that internalized racism and that hatred can then be projected onto the black daughter. Personally, my father doesn't hate black women, but he does have a lot of internalized racism, hence the respectability politics. He grew up in a predominantly white area. We've had situations where we've been in arguments and he's used black racial stereotypes against me. For example, saying, don't be the angry black person. And again, he's fully black, I'm mixed, but he's still using this against me. Black fathers often enable the racism that comes from the white mother. They turn a blind eye to it. They don't see it as that big of a deal. A lot of black men see white women as a trophy, as a sign of status, something they think can almost bring them in closer proximity to whiteness and therefore the privilege. Because with black men, if they're cis-het, usually being black is one of the only marginalized identities that they hold. A lot of these black men are also colorist, featurist, etc. And we know by now that not all mixed kids come out with light skin, blue eyes, and loose curly hair. So if that child does happen to come out dark skinned with type 4 hair, Afrocentric feature, that self-hatred again is just going to be projected right onto the child. And the mother's racism is going to exacerbate that. Basically, the black father is racist too, he's just racist in a different way, which is a recipe for gaslighting. Being frustrated with your white parent for doing something racist and then having your fully black parent not agree with you makes you feel like you are crazy and maybe you are in the wrong when in reality you're not. A lot of these black men also think that a white woman having a black child almost makes her black and makes her exempt from racism, among other things, which is absolutely not the case at all. It's just a lot of complacency, enabling, and racism in many different forms.
When I first seen this broad's TikTok, I wasn't paying attention to anything that she was saying because I was trying to figure out if this chick is cute or not cute. Now, obviously, she's mixed with black and white, and there's a misconception in society that kids that are mixed with black and white usually always turn out good looking and attractive, and that's a fucking lie. That is not true. That might have been true in the 70s or the 80s, but it is no longer true. Just simply for the fact is there's too many ugly ass white people and black people mixing together and having ugly ass kids. I mean, it's just true. So I had to watch this woman's video twice. She got those weird ass things in her nose. She's got some big ass lips. Her lips, there's a point where, in my opinion, lips become a little bit too much. A little bit too much. I mean, I love lips. I mean, who the hell doesn't? You know what I mean? But they become a little bit too much. A little bit too much. She's in that category. A little bit too much. You know, like my ears are a little bit too much. You know, her lips are, hey, anyways. Is she cute? Not really. Not really. So anyways, I had to go through her TikTok and see what the hell she's all about. So she's one of those mixed weirdos. They don't, they're sad that they're light skinned. They wish they were fully black. She is an example of an angry mixed person. You know, you get really angry. You ever see those Black Lives Matter protests on the street? And sometimes the loudest people are like the lightest skinned black folk. Yeah, she's one of those people. And her skin is light, so she feels that she needs to be more vocal about, you know, racism and how her black father was a racist because, you know, he basically in her TikTok videos, she speaks about her father being a somewhat of a success and, you know, wanting to raise her to be a successful person and not be like, quote unquote, other angry black people in the community. And she feels that she resented him for that. And, you know, she's, of course, telling white people how they're fucking racist, even though they're not racist. But obviously you're racist. And, of course, when you're black, you can't be racist because you're not in a position of power. So this is what happens when you have a kid that is biracial and they're raised in a community or a neighborhood where they're really not accepted from one side and they're really not accepted on the other, and they're kind of bouncing around like playing a game of Pong. They don't know where the fuck they're at. This lady is pretty confused. I don't think she's terribly attractive. I mean, look, I would bang her, but whatever. I would. But yeah, I think I would. Definitely DSLs all day long is what I got to say. But yeah, just a perfect example of a lost soul. Doesn't really know what she's talking about, but I do give her credit. She believes the tripe that comes out of her mouth. If this girl would just kind of quit TikTok altogether, just start a TikTok shaking your booty or whatever. Just do something like that. Don't get into like politics or race relations, because I'm not going to say you don't know what you're talking about, because you know what you're talking about, but what you're talking about is pure and utter bullshit. Like, you really kind of don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're just talking nonsense, and it's just stupidity at the end of the day. You got to take care of yourself, okay? You can't worry about the next person because they happen to be black and they share a particular racial component of your ancestral DNA or whatever. Who cares? Fuck those guys. Worry about yourself, okay? Worry about yourself. Then you got to worry about your family, and then you got to worry about your community. That's how it works first. You don't worry about your community while you're ignoring your kids and ignoring your your husband or your wife or whatever. It starts, and I'm talking to black folks right now. It starts in the home. It starts in the family structure. You can't go around like this weirdo saying that white people are racist when all the cities that I go to all over the country, all the signs that I see that say Black Lives Matter are all in white houses. I mean, are they still racist? I mean, that's why I think white liberals are some of the most phoniest mofo ofes out there in the universe. They're the ones with the Black Lives Matter signs in their home, and they're just a bunch of phony cuckolds. This broad, you could have 10 Black Lives Matter signs in your home, and she just doesn't care. She thinks because you're white, you're a piece of crap racist. And the kicker is she's half white herself. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of colorism in the black race, in the black community. Not a lot, but there is, you know what I mean? And it's often an inside joke, but sometimes, women could be very vindictive. They could be very cruel. And if you got light skin, bright skin, you got good hair, whatever the hell good hair. I still don't understand what the hell that means. Your hair ain't good. Her hair ain't good. Who the hell wants that mop on their head? Actually, I would take it because I don't have any hair on my head. I think I should shave this mustache. It makes me look like a level 4 predator. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta think about whether I would bang that chick or not. I probably would. I think she would like it. What do you think our kids would come out if we had sex? She's kind of, she's a weirdo. She's one of those leftists. I voted for Joe Biden. I got a sticker on she probably doesn't have a car. She looks like she's broke. She ain't got no money. This chick is broke. I don't like broke women. I like women that have something going on. You know what I mean? You can't be poor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I got it. You know what I mean? I know I could take care of us, but I want you to have a little something. This broad, she looks like she buys Dollar Tree body wash, to tell you the truth. Yeah, and we all know how I feel about Dollar Tree body wash. Do I need to make another video? Right? I don't think I do. She looks like a Dollar Tree body wash type of person. I don't associate with that at all. I don't associate with her politics. I don't associate with her beliefs. She's just one of those self-hating white, bright-skinned, half-black weirdos out there on TikTok. TikTok is her platform to just spew absolute nonsense. Just go check out her channel. I'll put the link below. I follow her, so I'll be putting up videos about this broad from time to time on here, because she's truly a misguided soul, and I suspect that about 60% of the words emanating out of her mouth, she doesn't really even know what they mean. All right, guys, I gotta go. I've talked enough about this low IQ broad for one day. Peace.